Hey everyone, it's Ethan or Miist back again for another video today, and welcome back to the channel, guys. We're here again for yet another movies I watched this week, and let's get right into it because we had a pretty busy week. I ended up watching 15 movies this week, and I felt like I had started the week really slow, so I feel like I must have ended it pretty strong, I guess, which I believe I did, because I believe I watched half of the movies over the weekend. So, yeah, let's get into it. Starting it off with a theme of the week, which is the Halloween movies, but starting it off specifically with Halloween 3, Season of the Witch, which I wrote, I just got myself fucked up. I really don't want to talk about this movie. I ranked it a 9 out of 100. It was not enjoyable at all. Yeah, I'm just not talking about this movie. Another movie I'm not going to talk about, American Psycho 2, All-American Girl. Why was this ever made, bro? This is actually crazy. A 13 out of 100. And this will kind of give you a hint as to what the themes are for the week, as well as that this is not a great week, to say the least. I did not have a great week. A lot of the movies I watched this week I did not enjoy, or I barely enjoyed. So, yeah, we'll get into that more as we go on. So let's move on to Halloween 2, which I ranked a 37 out of 100. A lot of the points coming from that 37 is when Michael just walks off like there's nothing, like nothing ever happened, when he was just shot like 6 times in the head. But then when he proceeds to just flail his arms around, he loses cool points. But then he walks out after being burned alive on fire, that's pretty cool. But yeah, to say the least, I am not enjoying the Halloween movies, which we'll talk about more as well in next week's video, but there's a few more to come. Let's keep going. On to The Nun. So finally trying to finish up the Conjuring movies this week. I only have 2 left, so I'm going to finish them this week, I think. Try to finish them before Thursday specifically. Yeah, nonetheless. The Nun, I ranked a 40 out of 100. I didn't really enjoy this a whole lot either. Like, it was okay. It was fine. It's kind of bad, though. It's not very scary. And for how intimidating and scary The Nun is in The Conjuring 2, I think we all kind of had higher hopes for this movie. And yeah, I just didn't really enjoy this one a whole lot. I remember seeing it in theaters a long time ago, but I don't, like, all I wrote for my review is that I cannot remember for the life of me who I seen this with, so I'm sorry. Let's move on to another theme of the week, which is Bond. I only went through a few Bonds this week, but starting it off with my least favorite of the week, which is For Your Eyes Only, which I ranked at 44 out of 100, like the highest a 2-star could be for me. James Bond and winter sports go very well together, but me and James Bond do not. I'm struggling to enjoy most of these movies as well, so let's keep going to Octopussy. All I wrote was Octogussy, because Mel just says Gussy a lot, and yeah, I don't know, I just thought that was quite funny. 46 out of 100. Up next, Halloween 4, The Return of Michael Myers. I didn't hate this, so that's a win. That's all I wrote for my review, and truthfully, yeah, I mean, for how the first, I'm currently watching the 6th movie, taking a break from it to record this video, so yeah, I still have like another 7 to go. Anyways, 4 is my second favorite so far. I don't think that changed. I don't think so. Anyways, yeah, it's okay. Let's move on to Moonraker. All I wrote was Justice for Jaws, and honestly, Jaws is the first villain throughout this franchise, these Bond movies, where I'm over halfway through at this point, that I actually kind of care about. Not only care about, but I also want to see, because Jaws was very entertaining as a villain in 2 movies, which there's not many movies where the villain comes from or comes around twice, so I enjoyed that as well. But yeah, pretty much only kind of really enjoyed Jaws throughout Moonraker. So let's move on to another movie of the week, which was greatly disappointing, but also not very disappointing. Beetlejuice, which I ranked a 55 out of 100. It's okay. I didn't really expect to like this one a whole lot, anyways, because I'm just not a huge fan of Tim Burton's movies. His style is very distinct, and I, so far throughout most of his filmography, had not enjoyed that style. Like, it's just not for me. It's creepy, spooky. I don't know. Yeah, just unique, I'll say. Some people would probably say weird, but yeah, I mean, this one was all right. 55 out of 100. It's okay. Let's move on to probably the biggest upset of the week, and probably of like the past two months of spooky movies, which is Halloween, which I ranked a 58 out of 100. I thoroughly didn't enjoy this movie, and I even ended my review with saying I'm being generous with this ranking, and I do feel like my 58 is pretty generous, getting a 2.5 star. I just didn't enjoy this movie really at all, and yeah, I don't know. I'm really worried to eventually watch The Thing, because I know The Thing is a very highly rated horror movie, which I believe is also John Carpenter, so I hope I like that one more than I like this one, because this is in my opinion, a very poor way to start a 13 movie franchise. So yeah, just didn't enjoy it very much. So let's move on to The Spy Who Loved Me, which I ranked a 59 out of 100, and actually that 59 out of 100 puts this as one of my favorite Bond movies, which is actually crazy. I think it's top 5, which is so fucking wild. But yeah, I actually enjoyed this one a little bit, which was nice. Shout out Jaws, for real. Jaws is the GOAT in Bond villains, at least so far. So, shout out Bond. Shout out Bond? No. Shout out Jaws. Don't shout out Bond. Alright, let's move on to Sing Thriller. Just a little short film that Mel and I watched. We seen it came out. Not going to really talk about it. 60 out of 100. Pretty cool. You can read what the review said. Mel made a very funny comment during the movie, but yeah, overall, just it's a short film that's really like 8 minutes long. Let's move on to Annabelle Creation, which I seem to be much higher on the Annabelle movies than most people. This one is pretty decent. I enjoy this one a lot, actually. A 66 out of 100. It's pretty interesting. Really, a lot of points get removed because I feel like this entire movie we're just picking on disabled, which is kind of harsh. As well as the demon. I really wanted to see the demon. We just don't get the reveal of the demon really at all. And I was hoping to see that more, but we didn't, unfortunately. But overall, I still enjoyed this. Like I said, I seem to be higher on the Annabelle trilogy than most people. I really enjoy the first and the third quite a decent amount. And I enjoy the second one as well, which this one is. So let's move on to the third and the end of the trilogy, which is Annabelle Comes Home, which I ranked as 71 out of 100. And this one I also enjoyed. This one was really cool, seeing so many different new horror villains added to this franchise, and really seeing how powerful the Annabelle spirit is. Plus, we get that demon that I had mentioned. So, yeah, overall, really enjoyed this movie for my second favorite movie of the week at a 71 out of 100. Moving on to my favorite of the week, which is The Addams Family, which I ranked a 74 out of 100. And yeah, although this was like kind of giving Tim Burton, it's not giving Tim Burton. So I'm intrigued to see what it'll be like when I watch Wednesday, because I've never watched Wednesday, and Mel and I are going to watch it at some point, and I feel like it would probably be a good time to watch it this week, to be fair. But yeah, I'm intrigued to see how I'll feel about this one, because it's a fun, quirky, unique world, which is kind of like Tim Burton's style. But I enjoyed this. So I'm hoping that means I'll enjoy the Tim Burton one, or the Tim Burton Wednesday as well, because I believe he had a part in it, yeah, anyways. I honestly surprised myself with how much I enjoyed this as well. I enjoyed it way more than I thought I was going to, and honestly that's a big bonus as well, because I didn't really expect to enjoy this, and it makes me want to watch Wednesday. So that's another goal achieved, I'd say. So, with that being said, it was a weird week. I feel like most of my movies weren't great this week, but nonetheless, thank you guys all so much for watching. Follow the letterbox if you don't already. Link in the description. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.